Welcome to a new vlog. Alright, so I think I actually screwed up. Bless it, where do I even start? So, alright, so I did tell you guys that I had around 12 hours of grazing per day. I have drastically cut them down, so they only get 4 hours a day, and it's in the morning. And today I've already moved the fence line over, and this is how much they've eaten so far. It almost looks like this side, which I think is insane. Yeah. So I don't think they've gotten down here, so that's fine. And they'll probably come back through and eat whatever they haven't, I guess. But it does kind of look like my spreading of the manure in each pile seems to be working. So we've got some grass coming back over there, which is pretty good actually, I would say. So I've been going and spreading it, and so I've been trying to do, what I'm planning on doing is 3 half days. And then try to get more days growth for the grass, and then hopefully that'll be a lot easier and it'll be better on the grass, because we haven't had rain in like 2 weeks, and I'm a little concerned right now because it's really crunchy and dry, and I'm really trying to slow down them eating everything down. But I'm thinking, like, if I can get them to slow down their eating, and then there will be more grass later on, and then when we get rain, that hopefully that'll help. So this section that I opened up is only 14 feet wide. I screwed up when I measured out because I didn't think I had an even count. So this section's 14 feet wide, and then that section down there between those last 4 posts, yeah, that's 28 feet wide. So I was thinking I wasn't gonna have enough, but I guess I did. Oh well. I was trying to fix it, but then when I went in and I tried to move the little hooks that I put on the edge of the fence, where it's a lot easier to keep the line taut, yeah, they wouldn't come out, and I didn't want to sit there and waste my time trying to pull it out. So I improvised, and this section I opened up, now they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so a 35-foot section here, which is freaking awesome, because now the 3 days that they are, I guess, munching on this side, I can do both sides combined and put the manure out and then spread it, so I don't have to use a harrow or anything. Because basically what you need to do with horse poop is get your trusty rake, and I don't use a regular hoof pick to, like you see on the stall cleaning stuff. I just use this and a shovel, like a plastic shovel. I rake up the poo, I put it in the wheelbarrow, I come out here, I end up dumping the poo over here, and then I just use my trusty little rake to go back and forth and try to break the manure up as best as I can. So that way I'm adding this back, and this gets broken down easier. See, like this one right here, I didn't really do a good job with that, but you just take the rake and go squish, 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 squish. And look at that, it's all broken up. Boom chakalaka. No heavy machinery, no nothing, and you get the same effect. And then you just pull it over to your grass, your spots, fill it in. No, there you go. And then when it goes to rain, hopefully the poo will absorb the water and be able to feed the grass the nice nitrogen that the pool has in it, and then we'll be good. Yay! So we got to work on this section down here though. This section, I don't know what's going on. I think it's just got a lot of weed in it. It's got a lot of broad plants. It's very tough and such. I don't know, maybe this was because of the water issue that we had. So we got these lovely little broad plants here. And then these guys too. I don't know what these are called. I need to go look them up at some point and just be like, what is this? But these are actually pretty stout. And when they dry, they're pretty tough. So, yeah. So, anywho, oh, on the side note though, so I came out here and they're both in the shed, or not the shed, but the shelter. Tobes is looking at me right now. He's just like, what are you doing? You're talking to yourself, you weirdo. But they were both in the shelter and they didn't hear me coming up. And I figured they would because I'm like, horses have great hearing. They should hear me. It should be fine, right? No, I like literally walk up and I throw the hay pillows over the gate and then walk in, and they both come running out from the shelter and they're like, oh my God, what is that? And I was just like, I'm so sorry guys, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, bless it. Oh my goodness, it was funny. The poor babies, they got scared very easily. But now they're in here and they're chilling. They got their hay pillows and they're just super happy with the world. Aren't ya? Joe's already pulled hers out from the shelter. I put Tobes in there because I'm trying to keep them in the shelter so they can stay cool. On a side note too, interesting thing that I found. So of course, you horse people will already know this, but for people that don't know, so of course, like every animal has an internal regulator. So it'll keep you warm and keep you cool and all this other stuff. Well, since Tobes basically was a stable horse and we would bring him in during the hottest part of the days and put him under the fans, he is not used to being out in hot weather. So, because they have like, I think it was said, there's like a 1 to 3 week acclimation phase that they have to do when they go from one environment to another. So he's actually lost weight. He's lost like a whole girth hole and such. So I put his girth on Monday, I think, to go ride, and normally he goes up to the 3rd hole on both sides, but no, he went all the way up to the 4th hole. And I was just like, wow, you lost weight. That's awesome, because you're fatty. No, he's a good boy. He is like my best friend. I love this pony. So anywho, but yeah, I just want to like fill everybody in and such, and kind of get this for my own records and whatnot, that I have made the executive decision that we will do 4-hour cycles in the morning. They'll come in during the hot of the day. They will stay in this sacrifice lot or dry lot, and they will be fed hay. So this is fine with me, and I think they're fine with it too. They're actually, whenever I go to take one out versus the other to go work, they are finally starting to calm down. Like, they have a little bit where they're like, oh my gosh, you just took my friend away, but they end up chilling out a little bit faster than they previously did, which is great. So, but yeah, it's slowly working itself in. They're slowly getting to the routine. Tobes has not been tied to a trailer. Normally he was in a cross tie, or I would tie him in the stall. He's not used to being sponge bathed either. So when I got done Monday and I went to go sponge him off, he freaked out and pulled back on the trailer. Did not break the halter and did not hurt himself in the process either, but he was fine. So the next time that I had tied him onto the trailer, was grooming him and all this other stuff, he's starting to settle. He's starting to like move around a lot less. So I'm hoping the next time I go to sponge him off that he's not gonna freak out, because it was on his right side, I think is what he freaked out on. The left side he was fine, the right side he was not. So yeah, we're working on that. With Joe, so I guess I hadn't touched her or worked with her in a hot minute. So she's reverted back to being touchy about her ears for some reason. I thought that maybe she had something wrong with her ears or whatever, but nope, she just didn't want me touching them. So because I wanted to go give her a nice, awesome haircut and such, and she was not having it. So yeah, that was fun. Anywho, all right, hold on just a second. This is a live issue. Oops. Hold on, putting you guys down for a second. Guess I gotta put the gate back on. I am not editing this. This is like raw footage all the way, because I don't have the patience to go and edit all this stuff. Anywho, so you can see the babies. Hello, baby one. See, Toby got a nice haircut. Ooh, look at that. He got a nice haircut. Did you get a haircut? Yeah. He got a nice little haircut, because I always keep his mane short, and she got a haircut too. You did. You got an awesome haircut. Just show everybody. Pretty sure everybody would be like, why would you cut a horse's mane? But you know what? I don't care. It's my horse. I do what I want. So now her neck will be cooler. And we got rid of all of the dead hair that she had. She's still got some on her forelock because she will not let me touch her ears. But we're going to work on that. But yeah, it took me like a whole, hour and a half to go and cut her mane, or I'm sorry, to go and touch her ears. And she's like, absolutely not, you will not touch my mane. So, sorry, I had a fly on my leg. I know, it's so awful. So, but yeah, she's looking really good, not as fat. She's kind of getting a little bit chunky. And then for everybody that was not watched my previous videos, so I did a DNA test on her. So she is supposedly a Tennessee Walker warm blood mountain horse cross. Because like I was looking at her and it was really bugging the crap out of me, because I was like, there's no way you're a full Tennessee Walker, because she was not built like her friend that she came with. So all the pawing. They're all like, I'm really hungry and I want to eat this. You know, this is why they're both barefoot. So you can imagine if they get this stuff stuck on their shoe. Yeah, this is why you don't want this kind of netting, and you want to be careful with hay nets and feeding from the ground, because they will get a foot stuck, or they'll find some way to get a foot stuck. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's her awesome hay bag. I can leave a link in the comment section or the description section for these bags. These are freaking awesome. I think both of them, I think both of these are the 1 3/4 hole, which is I think the standard size. So yeah, these are both 1 3/4 hole size, and they both or individually, I think they were about $80. So, but they're pretty tough. Like, they're actually pretty freaking tough. Like, they've got like the zipper on them, and that zipper is actually really good if the camera would focus. There it goes. All right, but yeah, there's a zipper there, and they've got good netting on them and stuff, nylon. The stitching's really tough. So, I mean, as you can see, she'll paw at this and she'll totally like kick butt and all that stuff, and she'll be fine with it. And now she's like mad at me because she's like, why are you touching my stuff? Which I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move it in here because this purse is right there. I'm gonna take this one and move this one right here because she's taking up the entire shelter, and I want Tobes to be able to come in. So I'm actually kind of thinking too, I'm trying to see what other kind of, see, this is her, I mean, this is her bullshit she does. She pushes him around a lot, but he's a very submissive gelding. Like, he just doesn't want to deal with people at all. And so there she goes. There he goes. And they're gonna come walking around here. There he is. Hi, Bugs. Into the shelter. I think she's back over here, right? Nope, she's on the back side. Anyway, so, but yeah, so I'm looking up some stuff on her because she's not cranky, like, she's not hard to work with. She's just like pushy with him. And then, like, when I first integrated them both together, she and him both turned their butts at each other and were double barreling for about 15 minutes. And then afterwards, like, she chased him around for a little bit, and then it was just relaxed. And then the next day they were like eating together, and like they wouldn't separate from each other and such. And then now it's like I think she's basically said that she's the boss and pushes him around, and he's just like, whatever, leave me alone, kind of thing. So, but she's not hard to work with. She's just very anxiety prone. Like, it's hard to get her to calm down. Like, she's just worried about everything and such. And it's like probably a lack of training, because I don't know how much she's actually been trained in the past or anything like that. I was looking at like some calming supplements for her, but I hesitate to just jump to a supplement because I just want to work with her and kind of see what all she's at, what all she's worried about and such, because we get a lot of yawning and a lot of like licking and chewing and stuff when I'm working with her, so that seems to help, which is fine, but we'll see where she goes. So anywho, that's my update for today. So see you guys. So like and subscribe if you want to see more content. We're chilling. Bye.